Hello everybody, it's Matt Vogt with another young adult Catholic video. This is week 2 of our Sunday series, and today is about when you feel like you're not good enough for God. So, have any of you guys ever heard of Armando Galarraga? He was a pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, and this was in 2010. So basically what happened is he was like toiling in the minors, but he was pretty good. He's in AAA, which is like the highest minor league system before you get to the major leagues. And he got called up mostly due to some injuries, but that was a good Tigers team in the 2010s. Miguel Cabrera, Justin Verlander, good team. So he's like the 5th starter, kind of more up there as an injury fill-in, but he's starting a game, and he pitches well. No hits through 3, 5, no base runners through 7 or 8. He has a perfect game going into the 9th inning. And 1 out, his catcher just makes a phenomenal diving grab right before the wall. Should have been an extra base hit. It's robbed. There's 1 out. Gets the next guy out. 2 guys out. An out away from a perfect game. You can just feel like, I'm a big time athlete. No, I'm not. But you can just feel the nerves going through his mind like, oh, one more. And you got to act like it's not a big deal. But like he would have been what? I need to look at this. Whatever. I think he would have been like the 27th or something for person to throw a perfect game in MLB history since like the late 1800s. So just crazy. And it's a routine ground ball to second base, and you can see the throw, perfect throw, gets him. The call is safe. Jim Joyce, the umpire, botches the call. And Miguel Cabrera's like, yeah, sees the call. He's like, no. Just, it sums it all thing up. And I mean, they're both a class act. The umpire was like crying after he was apologizing. He was so sad that he took this from him. And they were both really classy, but just a really unfortunate event that he got a perfect game stolen from him. And I think it's the same with God. Wow, Matt. Perfect games with God, yeah. I think, and even if you're not a perfectionist, sometimes we're really hard on ourselves when we make mistakes. We want to be perfect. We want to do good things. And we don't want to be like, I did this, but then I did this bad thing. We can never give ourselves a break, and we can never just be like, we did a great job. It was like, I did this, but I also did this. We're not perfect. We're not. Jesus was, obviously, but we are not. But I think sometimes it takes someone else to see the beauty in something instead of ourselves. For instance, I do my work, and I've been at the bank for a year and a half, and sometimes I'm like, I barely know anything. Like, I'm struggling with this Excel work. I'm struggling to learn all these things. It's so complex and irritating. And then like my mom or something will come and be like, dang, like that's so cool that you know all that stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know any, like my boss knows so much more than me. So and so, all these people have all these like degrees and tests, and I just, and it's so easy to compare ourselves and not think like I'm doing good enough, and this translated into our relationship with Jesus of like, I'm not praying enough. I'm not doing enough. I might not be going to Sunday mass, so I'm not doing that. I'm not as nice to my family and friends as I should be. I'm not great in my relationships with my family or friends or my spouse. And it's irritating. But sometimes it takes someone else to take that non-biased, perfect view of our situation and say, you're perfect just the way you are. Bruno Mars, great song. I know, a little bit no shame, but there's not in the lyrics it goes like, when I see your face, and picture Jesus looking at us, there's not a thing that I would change. He created us because you're amazing just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops. Jesus, the creator, the Lord of the universe, stops and stares at us because we're amazing just the way we are. We are perfect in our own ways. And so I challenge you guys this week, if you're struggling to feel like I'm doing enough or I'm good enough, or there's just so many rules in the Catholic or Christian faith or whatever, and I can't do it, think of how much God loves us. And instead of being so overly critical of ourselves for the mistakes we've made, let's every once in a while do a little bit of meditation and think of our week and be like, I did some good things. I impacted the world in a positive way. Look at the Bible. Well done, my good and faithful servant. You are mine. I love you. You are mine. I will love you. I will be with you to the end of the age. Well done, my good and faithful servant. God loves us so much. So much. And he is so proud of us. And even when we mess up, go to confession. He forgets it instantly. I'll end with a quote. So once again, Armando Galarraga, he's with the media. And the media, obviously, they're trying to bait him. They're trying to expose him. And they're like, what do you think of Jim Joyce? Like, he messed this up. Like, you could have been this. You should have been this. You did everything right. And then you get messed up by an umpire. Like, and famously, and he's not even joking, he says, nobody's perfect. And we're not either. And we can do everything right and we're still going to mess up. But God loves us no matter what. Yeah, nobody's perfect. But we were created to be made to be with Jesus. And we were created to do the best we can. And don't let one little mistake or someone else's mistake or the way someone else treats us or the way someone thinks about our lives impact that relationship with God. Because it's there and it's true. And they can say what they want and the haters can say what they want, but at the end of the day, it's just you and him. Not to quote Taylor Swift, but baby, that's a love story. Just say yes. Have a good week, guys.